Gujarat, where the barbaric and brutal face of the Gujarat police has been exposed once again. In a shocking case, several policemen in Gujarat are in the dock for using killer force, including firing from AK-47 assault rifles on protesting Dalits in September. 3 Dalits, including 2 teenagers, were killed when a group of Dalits were protesting and they were shot like terrorists. The protest in Thangad area of Sundarnagar occurred on the 22nd of September, continued till the 23rd. The horrific fact came to light after an affidavit filed by the superintendent of police was submitted in court, and it revealed that weapons used in the firing by the police included an AK-47 assault rifle, carbines, .303 rifles and revolvers. To make matters worse for the police, the affidavit blames, and I quote, deep-rooted hatred and prejudice against the Dalits as the cause of the firing. One of the 4 police officers who were behind this firing, 1 is behind bars, 3 are absconding. State police officers have opposed the anticipatory bail plea of the accused police official Kuldeep Singh Jadeja. All the weapons used by the police have been sent for forensic tests. Several officials of the Gujarat police continue to be in denial mode and claim a forensic report is awaited to ascertain if bullets fired from the AK-47 were actually responsible for these deaths in this case. It's a shocking case of Thangad, where police used AK-47 assault rifles on protesting Dalits. Preeti, prima facie, this does appear to be a case of disproportionate use of force against protesting Dalits. What are police investigations revealing so far?
Right now, Gaurav, as you pointed out, the affidavit clearly claims that it was an AK-47 that was used. So there are many issues which are coming to the fore right now, Gaurav. Primarily, yes, excessive force used. In this case, it was not just on the Dalits. There were 2 groups who were clashing. But of course, 3 Dalit boys were killed in this. So that is one point of being. The other one, Gaurav, which is extremely distinct at this point of time, is that an AK-47 is primarily only used by the commandos of the area SP. So what were the commandos doing there at that point of time? Because if go back in September when this incident took place, the police had come up with the explanation that there were a certain contingent, there were about 12 of them, and the 2 groups which were sparring turned against the police and attacked the police there. And absolutely no option then but to first fire in the air, and then, of course, the melee which happened, which 3 boys were killed. Now, that flies in the face of those claims as well, Gaurav, because AK-47s are not given to a constable. They are not given to the area police. Yes. AK-47 there were only carried by the commandos of the SP. So, how did these guns be used there? Secondly, Gaurav, if we look at it politically, this is going to blow up in the face of the Modi government right now, because come 5th December, yes, Narendra Modi is starting his campaign, the last leg of Gujarat's election campaign, and his first rally is in this area. Now, politically, if we look at this area, Gaurav, it is squarely split between the BJP and the Congress. It was an area which Narendra Modi had identified that he was going to rig it this time around. Now, if we can go back a little, if I can give you perspective, 2 leaders within Modi's government are strong Dalit leaders. And they went to this area about 3 weeks back to come up with compensation. Even they, were attacked by the Dalit leaders. So now we are getting to know the gist that we are picking up from the ground, Gaurav. The affidavit aside, everything else aside, this is going to be a huge political issue in the days to come. Already we are seeing feelers from the Congress. They are going to be picking it up very soon.
Indeed, but explain this to me. This situation unfolded over several hours. Was this, as that affidavit points out, a case of prejudice against the Dalits? And in that case, why no action against senior officers? Because if this situation unfolded over several hours, a day and a half to be precise, why did senior officers not reach ground zero and try and contain the situation?
Earlier on, Gaurav, what we are getting to at this point of time was that the word was never given out. But yes, you're completely right in pointing out there were 2 particular groups which were sparring together over the tenders being submitted on a particular fair which takes place in the month of December in this at Thangad, Gaurav. So what exactly happened was It's interesting to note also that there's been absolutely no casualty which took place on the other side to the other community, and there are only 3 Dalit boys which were killed. So there are very unanswered questions at this point of time, and rightly pointed out. 1.5 days and absolutely no senior officers on ground. But what we do know is that no intimation had happened for at least the first 8 hours is what we do know, Gaurav.
Because this fight happened over several hours. There were pitched battles, there was calm, and then a fight again. Stay on with me, Preeti. Let me also bring in Atish Srivastav for more on this. Atish, you've been speaking to several BJP leaders on this. Are they concerned about the ramifications of what is happening?
Well, Gaurav, this entire issue will snowball into a major controversy, because I can assure you that Congress leaders of Gujarat will definitely take it up, because this is a major problem, which is a major issue which they've got in hand. They've been embarrassed by their poster wars, but this particular issue that they were firing at the farmers and AK-47 was used. So these are the things which will definitely go against the Modi administration, and now they need to answer it.
Okay, for the moment, Atish Srivastav and Preeti Chaudhary, many thanks for joining me.